What's up, guys? What's going on? Starsnipe here, doing another video. Today we are we're back, and we're actually in something a little bit different. We're actually playing 7 Days to Die inside of Steam, because that is right. These rabbits have to stop dying, because that is right. 7 Days to Die has been greenlit and stuff. We already knew that a couple weeks ago or so, but it has officially released on Steam, and as such you can actually go buy it there. It's $5 off right now, so it's actually $30. So you can head over to the Steam store and purchase it there, and have Steam integration, which is a big part of the Alpha 5 update, which is why I wanted to mention it. Alpha 5 update's actually a bit different. It doesn't add too much I can really show that well. However, I will try my best to do that. So the first thing is a new higher quality deferred lighting checkbox and video options that you can switch on and off by hitting the checkbox, and pretty much what that does is it kind of makes a bigger difference for the low end and high end computers, because I think what it does is pretty much so the lighting, like right here as I stare into the eyes of this cactus, is a bit less advanced, like with the shadows and stuff. That's my best guess. Also, sorry if I sound a bit sick, 'cause I am, but everything's going pretty well. That's a dead hawk? What the? Jesus, okay, yeah, let's not get distracted here. And here's something I will be showcasing throughout the video, kind of. If you look up, you will notice this sky right here. This is the sky of the desert biome. So really quickly, and also look at the distance, the render distance in the desert biome now, and also listen to the ambient noises a little bit, like the animals and such. I think the difference is a bit less noticeable here in the desert, but as we run over, the first thing you can do is you can start noticing the render distance is actually getting lower, and the overall like shade. Also, like, let's look at the sky here. As we back off, sky gets bluer, a bit more clear. As we get closer, the sky gets cloudier, less clear, more dark and dreary. Render distance doesn't decrease, but it starts getting more and more foggy. And really quickly here, I'm going to, whenever the transition stops, because it is still getting a lot drearier, I'm going to cut really quickly to the other side of this, and here we are about to enter the kind of forest biome. As you can see, the closer we get, the more kind of lightening up it starts getting. The sky is still cloudy, not as clear as the desert. However, it is definitely a lot more happier. I can definitely see just the colors overall changing. You can see the sun actually peeking through. You can actually see the lighting. This is kind of a big difference here. Well, or is it? Or, I don't know. Well, the sun kind of, like, it feels more apparent. Like, the more you get in, like, just the lighter everything gets, and it's more of a smooth transition between biomes now, whereas before I think it was less subtle, I want to say it that way, and now it's like a lot more smooth, which is definitely a big, just small details, you know, that they are fixing up in the game, and that will make it amazing. And for some reason my frames just got terrible as I turned around there, so let's run back here, because apparently my game does not like this part. So I'm really quickly going to run back to where we just were, and we are back in the general area where I wanted to be. And so also, hopefully when you were in the forest, you heard the birds chirping and such with the ambient sounds, which is a really big deal, because, you know, the small details are what make games like this great. So on to other stuff. They added the ability for dogs to get through 1 meter holes, because before, even though dogs seemed like they were 1 meter, their hitbox apparently was too big. So now, if I could just grab some really random blocks to demonstrate here, like for example some sand, just for anyone who like doesn't get what this means. Actually, I don't know if sand will keep up with this structure. Okay, so that does not keep up with the structure. Really quickly, I'll just grab some dirt. Hopefully dirt is able to get the job done. Okay, let's just do that. And let's plop some dirt. Okay, dirt is not able to get the job done. I am going to demonstrate this one way or another. So please, there we go. So pretty much a dog can now crawl through that type of hole, if I am interpreting this correctly. They also added a new type of zombie that can climb through this hole. It is called the zombie crawler, who crawls on the ground. Not like the spider, not to be confused with that. It is a new class of zombie, and its special thing that I know of so far is that it can just crawl through these holes. So you better be protective, because there's now the dog and a new type of zombie that can crawl through that. They added water specular highlights for the sun/moon. What that means exactly, I have absolutely no idea. I wish I did, but I don't. I want it. I feel like it has to do something with this water. It might be where you kind of see the sun shining there. However, I'm not 100% sure, so I'm really sorry about that. But I feel like it's something to do with the water. So maybe you'll be able to notice. If you do, please tell me, because I do want to. I actually want to figure out what that means, because it sounds pretty fancy. Now some other things I can't really show because I don't have any within range, unless I can like get one over here. Oh wow, I actually can. Let's plop a couple of these bad boys down. Let's get rid of that dirt. Let's see, if you plop a corpse down, or not if you plop one down, but I think if you break one, I'm just going to need to really quickly punch one to death. Yeah, I think it makes the correct sounds, has the correct effect. It blows up, and just the sound effects now, they have sound effects for the corpses. So that is just, again, good immersion, the small details, because before I don't think they had those effects, but now they have kind of an organic feel to it. They added empty tin cans to loot. I did have an example of that somewhere. This is an entirely random thing. I did open it though to make sure it had some, but this is pretty much an untouched trash pile. I searched it, and there it had 2 tin cans and a paper. Paper is important. So I'm not sure how often they are found, but you can find tin cans, so let's put those in our inventory. And then what they are used for is a scrap metal recipe, where all you need to do is, if I can get over here, scrap metal, you throw them in a little quadrant there with a 2x2 thing in the crafting table, and you get 1 scrap metal for every 4 tin cans. Just another way to get scrap metal, which is one of your most basic necessities that you need. And like I did go over the organic sound set for corpses. There's a new footstep organic sound set, so walking over corpses sounds squishy. Let's see this. Oh god, that was weird. Let's see. Yeah, so you should be able to hear that. That's really creepy. I'm holding this corpse in my hand, but when I walk over it, you can like hear squishy organic sound. The next thing's a bit glitched. I haven't exactly been able to do much with it. It says that there's a recipe for gas cans from cornmeal and water. See, what happens is you click on gas can, and there's some kind of large recipe here. The problem is I can't find it, and or it's glitched out, because what happens is if you drop the oil barrel and go back into your crafting screen, there's no longer a gas can option. So something is glitched with the crafting of those, and there might be a way, but I cannot figure it out for the life of me. And I want to say it's glitched, but at the same time I can't say that 100% certain because I have no clue. So yeah, again, we have that. What else? There is a added recipes for oil drums for gas cans. I thought that was already in, but apparently it's not, so I'll just show it really quickly. Did I mess that up? Is it 2 more? What? Did I mess something up? Oil barrel. Oh, it has to be that quadrant specifically, apparently, but yeah. Maybe they just added it specifically for like the cornmeal gas, so could be that. Apparently they added a new loot safe, loot stump, loot suitcase, and loot corpse sounds, and integrated new loot sounds. So pretty much when you open stuff, there are new sounds. I couldn't find those though. They also added another graphics setting, which is a 4th ultra shadow distance, which is a setting of about 80 to 90 blocks for the shadow rendering. And the rest of the major additions have to do with Steam, I believe. The first one is friend invites from dedicated servers. So if I did have Steam community up and running, but for some reason Steam's not working right now, so like the Steam community where you message friends, it's not working for me right now, so I can't really demonstrate that. But you can invite friends to dedicated servers. You can also ban people based on their Steam ID, and also use your Steam ID for file saving. They added new game options for running. I wish I could show that, but then I have to back out of the game, and that actually it ends the recording for some reason in a weird way. But pretty much when you're creating a game, there's now an option under zombie running, or I think it's called that, and then there are 3 options. It's called always, never, and default run. So always, never, and default run night, walk, day. That's what it says. What I'm guessing that means is always, they're always running, never, they never run, default, they run like they ran always before. A new organic particle for destroying corpses, already demonstrated that. a Sandstone Recipe. I was surprised this wasn't present already, but apparently they added it. So wherever my sand is, let's just throw this like that. Actually, I think what happened? Oh, I actually could not figure out how to make the whole sand recipe. Wow, now I'm embarrassed. I think, yeah, I don't know. Apparently it stopped working. That's unfortunate because didn't want to show that, but there's apparently a crafting recipe for that now. They added a buckshot item, so they changed up to how you make shotgun shells, because what you have to do now is you have to grab your lead ingots, throw one in there, and you get 4 buckshot. Then what you want to do is throw the buckshot in the middle, buckshot in not gunpowder in the middle, buckshot to the top right of that, and paper to the bottom left of that, and that's how you now craft shotgun shells. You get 1 for every one of those, so right now I can craft 7, snatch that up, and yeah, so pretty much they just did some balancing, I guess. I don't know. And they also added feathers and shotguns to zombie loot. Now the rest of this stuff just changes in general. I'm just going to be talking about these so you guys do have the heads up. I don't really think I can demonstrate many, but I will try. They changed the damage on tools to compensate for degradation. Pretty much what that means is I think they will get damaged less because of degradation or something, but don't quote me on that. That's actually a really vague description, so I didn't know how to interpret it. They changed it so zombie dogs can break through dirt and wood faster. Can't really demonstrate that. Changed dirt, grass, and stone for new high quality deferred render settings, so pretty much it will look nicer. You can probably see that right here, that didn't list sand, it said stone and dirt. So I did have, let me just like get this side by side really quick. Sorry, I'm kind of improvising here. Wasn't quite expecting this. If you notice a difference, good for you, but I can't tell because I don't exactly have the most keen eye for this stuff. So really quickly, just gonna throw some of these side by side, and apparently these are the high quality settings or something, because I am running the high quality deferred thing. So yeah, also big change here. They changed the balancing of the bone shiv and hunting knife. I can't really demonstrate because there aren't any zombies around to kill, but the hunting knife, one of my friends was playing around with it. I think it's now a 9-shot kill, and I'm guessing the bone shiv is going to be similar to that. So they got nerfed. Definitely got nerfed. Now the club, items like the club doesn't have a warframe target focus anymore. I think that's just trying to say it doesn't have this pop-up when you're looking at something, but don't quote me on that. Changed it so in Steam the player ID is used to save the data. Shaders improve the look of the day-night colors in the game. Again, small detail, not really sure that you'll be able to notice that playing, but it is a nice thing to have. Change the female player club so it looks better. Word for word it says change female player club hold and attack so more of the club is on screen at the beginning and end. The mass of wood is now 5. What that means is pretty much let me really quickly not wrong thing. Wood, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Wood planks, okay, I don't get why that didn't pop up. Pretty much what happened is its mass is now different, so you can stack more this way before wood decides to break. As you can see, it's actually going quite a bit. This is really, Jesus. And there it breaks. So yeah, pretty much wood can now support more of itself when building out. Changed and darkened the corn specular to look better with advanced lighting. Don't know what that means. Now I think knives and the pickaxe do increased head damage. Trash loot drops more items. Small thing. Big change here, at least with the way I play. Initially, shotguns do less damage to blocks. So, as you can see, this shotgun is not really murdering these wooden blocks like it was before, which is unfortunate news to say the least, but yeah, you know, it is for the balance of the game, so shotgun has been nerfed. Zombie dog offset so his head doesn't clip into the player when attacking. They changed that. That's a rabbit sound, I'm pretty sure, which is terrifying. They removed degradation from femurs and lowered their damage output slightly, so let me grab a femur really quickly to show you that there's no longer a bar. It is just called a bone. They reworked the water textures, so if I can run over to my water pit here, it looks nice. I can't tell if it's different or new, but that's actually some really nice water. They changed the bucket recipe to use forging metal instead of ingots, so here we have the bucket thing. Before you'd have to use ingots, now instead you just get your handy dandy forging metal. What do you get? You get a bucket. That's what you get. And then you can make a bucket of water and just be a happy person in general, you know? Actually, quickly, maybe I just need an empty bucket to get the gas can going. Yeah, no, again, I think it's glitched. Don't quote me on that. What else happened? Shotguns will destroy blocks as easily. That stuff I already listed. They changed the text descriptions for difficulty settings along with the zombie run settings. All game modes default to scavenger setting for new players. They increased the chance to find a pistol on zombie loot. They changed the bolt recipe to use small rocks instead of scrap metal. So really quickly, let me grab myself some small rocks. We have 64. That's a lot of small rocks. Oh yeah, like I said, I am really stupid, but crossbow bolt here. So if I am right, you just throw a small rock on top, maybe a feather on the back. Am I right? Yes, and you get 12 insanely amazing crossbow bolts. So new crafting recipe for that. And 12 are crafted now instead of 4. The number of feathers you find in nests is greater. They changed the depleted arrow recipe until bows are finished, so they're working on bows, and there's some kind of depleted arrow recipe, but they're going to change that. They increase the chance to get more venison, so when you go hunting, you get more venison. Fat zombies, I think that's just the normal bloated zombies, not the police officer zombies. The fat bloated zombies now use backpack and purse loot, so that pretty much means they're going to have some good stuff on them. The regular zombies always drop some loot, so no more empty zombies. They changed the shotgun shell recipe like I demonstrated to use the buckshot, and they also changed the crossbow recipe like I demonstrated. So that's really all the changes for now. All the rest of the stuff in the changelog is just bug fixes. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully I was able to help demonstrate all the changes, and sorry there wasn't as much going on in this video because this was not as action-packed of an update. However, I will be seeing you guys next time, and hopefully Alpha 6 is a lot more action-packed because I love doing these videos and I love being informative and helping you guys out because this game's awesome, and I think I'm doing my part in helping the community of the game grow, and definitely love you guys for doing your part and subscribing to me because that actually means a lot and it's really cool. So yeah, this is gonna be it for now, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, if you did, be sure to like. This could be Starsnipe signing out. Love you guys. See ya.